If you've spent any time browsing humidors or reading cigar reviews lately, you've probably noticed a familiar frustration. The most talked about cigars often seem impossible to find, wildly expensive, or locked behind limited releases that vanish before most people ever see them. You read a glowing review, feel curious, and then reality sets in. That cigar was a small batch release from years ago. It's no longer produced, or it now costs more than most people want to spend on a regular smoke. So today we're taking a different approach. This is not a hype video. It's not about chasing unicorns or flexing rare finds. This is an educational, consumer-focused breakdown of premium cigars that are actually available, consistently produced, and realistically priced as we move into 2026. Think of this as a practical guide for adult cigar enthusiasts who care about flavor, construction, and value, not the thrill of the hunt. We looked closely at how cigars performed in 2025 reviews, but we applied a stricter filter than most lists. Availability mattered, price to experience mattered, and consistency mattered more than buzz. These are cigars you can walk into a shop and buy, cigars you can replace if you enjoy them, and cigars that quietly define what regular production excellence looks like today. With that in mind, let's begin. Starting with number 5, we feature a cigar that proves a shorter format doesn't have to mean a watered-down experience. The Alec Bradley Chunk Maduro XL. On paper, this cigar looks almost playful. It's short, thick, and unapologetically compact, measuring just 4 inches long with a hefty 60-ring gauge. In practice, it's a lesson in efficient blending. Wrapped in dark, oily Mexican San Andrés tobacco with a Nicaraguan binder and fillers, this cigar is engineered for adult smokers who want depth without a long-time commitment. From an availability standpoint, it scores extremely high. This is a humidor staple, not a seasonal release, and you can find it in almost any well-stocked shop. Financially, it's positioned around $6, which is exceptional value in today's market for this level of flavor concentration and construction quality. In the first third, the smoke comes across heavy and textured, delivering dark chocolate and damp earth right out of the gate. Despite the size, there's no thinness or rush here. As the cigar moves into the second third, mocha and roasted espresso notes take over. A subtle bitterness emerges, balancing the wrapper's natural sweetness and keeping the profile grounded. By the final third, the San Andrés wrapper asserts itself again, bringing sweetness forward while black pepper appears on the retrohale, adding contrast without sharpness. This cigar is an excellent case study for time-constrained smokers. If you live in a cold climate or only have 45 minutes, it delivers a complete experience without feeling abbreviated. Moving into number 4, we highlight a modern classic that has maintained remarkable consistency year after year, the La Aroma de Cuba Reserva. This cigar is produced at the My Father factory in Nicaragua under the direction of Don Pepin Garcia, and it carries that pedigree confidently without leaning on hype. It features a dark, toothy Mexican San Andrés Oscuro wrapper over Nicaraguan binder and filler tobaccos, creating a profile that balances strength, richness, and refinement. Availability is one of its strongest assets. This is one of the most universally stocked premium blends on the market, making it a reliable choice rather than a gamble. Price typically ranges from $9 to $11, which is a strong value proposition given the craftsmanship and consistency involved. The opening third introduces hickory and leather, accompanied by Pepin Garcia's signature spice that stimulates the palate without overwhelming it. As the cigar settles into the middle section, cocoa powder and cedar come forward, smoothing the profile and adding complexity while maintaining full body. In the final third, mineral earthiness emerges subtly, while the finish remains long, slightly sweet, and balanced. This is often described as a weekend warrior cigar, rich enough to feel special, yet affordable enough to enjoy regularly without hesitation. Coming in at number 3, we examine a cigar that showcases how a brand can evolve without losing its identity, the Aganorsa Rare Leaf Reserve Maduro. Despite the name, this is not a difficult cigar to find, which is good news for consumers who appreciate Aganorsa's distinctive tobacco. While the company is known for its Corojo and Criollo tobaccos grown in Nicaragua, this blend uses a Mexican San Andrés wrapper over its signature double binder and fillers. The result is a cigar that still feels unmistakably Aganorsa, but with added depth and versatility in the flavor profile. Availability is strong at reputable tobacconists, and pricing typically ranges from $10 to $13, offering excellent value for a boutique-style experience. The first third opens with a unique sweetness. often compared to dark cherry or dried fruit, setting it apart from Aganorsa's more traditional spice-forward introductions. In the middle section, a savory umami character develops. The smoke becomes dense and chewy, delivering a satisfying mouthfeel that rewards slow smoking. As the cigar reaches its final third, charred wood and sweet cream emerge, with cinnamon spice appearing gently on the retrohale. This cigar is ideal for smokers who enjoy tracking transitions. It's a clear example of how thoughtful blending can create balance between sweet, savory, and spice. Landing in the runner-up position, we feature a blend that appeals to the analytical palate, the Foundation Olmec Claro. Master blender Nick Melillo created this cigar as a tribute to the Olmec civilization of Mexico, and the blend reflects that sense of intention and restraint. It uses a San Andrés Claro wrapper, fermented at lower temperatures to preserve delicate oils, over 3-year-aged Nicaraguan fillers from Esteli and Jalapa. While Foundation cigars can sometimes be difficult to find, Olmec's availability has stabilized, making this blend far more accessible than it once was. Pricing generally ranges from $12 to $14. While slightly higher than previous entries, the aged tobaccos and fermentation precision justify the cost. The first third introduces cedar and almond notes, delivering a creamy, composed opening that immediately signals a more refined experience. As the cigar moves into the middle section, caramel sweetness and white pepper emerge, creating a medium-bodied profile that emphasizes nuance over raw strength. In the final third, earthiness typical of Mexican tobacco appears, but it remains elegant and controlled through the finish. This cigar rewards attention. It's best suited for smokers who enjoy slowing down and analyzing how fermentation and aging influence flavor. And finally, taking the top spot for 2026, we arrive at a cigar that earns its reputation through consistency rather than novelty. The original My Father No. 1. Crafted by Jaime Garcia as a tribute to his father, Pepin, this cigar features an Ecuadorian Habano Rosado wrapper over Nicaraguan binder and fillers. It stands apart from the Don Pepin Garcia Blue label by offering greater balance and aromatic richness rather than sheer spice intensity. Availability is unmatched. This is a humidor staple worldwide, and consumers rarely need to worry about it being out of stock. Pricing typically ranges from $13 to $16, which is fair for a cigar of this pedigree and construction reliability. The opening third delivers classic My Father spice, layered with creamy coffee and nutty notes introduced by the Rosado wrapper. In the middle third, the spice softens, allowing leather and cedar to take center stage, while maintaining full body and balance. The final third transitions into a warm, toasty finish that leaves a lasting aroma and a sense of completeness. This is the cigar for the traditionalist, the benchmark against which many others are measured. We hope this educational breakdown has helped clarify how price, availability, and flavor intersect for adult cigar enthusiasts heading into 2026. Understanding what makes a cigar consistently excellent is far more useful than chasing limited releases that most people never get to experience. If you found value in this analysis, consider subscribing to more educational content like this. I'm Bo, you'll be all right, and I've got your back. Leave any questions in the comments.